Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to take another topic of class 11th. It's the summer of the beautiful white horse. It's a fiction, it's a story, and I have just defined it in two ways. First, I'll tell you about the summary, and later on, I'll tell you the critical appreciation of this chapter. So, summary, as per summary, we'll go on. Aram and Murad are two cousins or two boys, young boys. One is 9 and another is 13. That means Aram is 9 and Murad is 13 years old. And these two cousins, they belong to a Girogalian family, or we can say tribe, which are natives of Armenia. And this tribe, usually these are the people who are a little poor, and these two boys, they are very fond of riding. They want to ride a horse, and they are very fond of riding. So these are natives of Armenia and well known for honesty. This family is well known for honesty. They have a long history of honesty. That means they take pride in honesty and integrity. They take pride in their history because all of the family members or all of their ancestors were honest as well. So they are just preserving this honesty, and they are well known in this very area as well. So nobody can just deny their honesty. Now what happens? Murad appeared with a beautiful white horse. Murad, one day in the very early time, we can say during night, or we can say early dawn, this Murad came, and he just knocked on the window of Aram's house and just called out Aram. Aram was not able to believe that Murad could be able to just buy a horse. He thought that he might have stolen it, but according to him, because he was fond of riding, and according to him, it was not a kind of a stealing, because they were not stealing it for to sell it to someone for money, or it was not like stealing money. They were just they had just got it for a time being to ride, and then they'll set it free. So the two boys were delighted and tempted to go for a ride now, as Aram dressed up and followed. So both of them were now riding into these farms. They were riding through the wine, these yards, and other area. So there's another character, which is Uncle Khusro, who is uncle of these two boys, who is irritable, furious, and he is impatient. He always keeps on saying there is no problem in it. Once what happens, there was this the house of Uncle Khusro was burning, and it caught fire, and Arak, his nephew, his name was Arak, he went to inform him, because this uncle was in barbershop. He informed him about the fire, but at that very time he also said that there is no problem in it. So he was a kind of a person who was irritable and impatient, and he always felt angered. So after this, another character is Zorab, who is father of Murad, who is really a practical man, who is honored and who is known to the whole this area. Then in the morning, when it was about to it was fully dawn now, these two boys, they tried to hide the horse in a deserted vineyard of their house. They in their fields, they just took this because Murad was having every planning in advance. He was a little grown up as well. So what he did, he hid this horse in a vineyard. This horse belonged to a person whose name was John Parrow. He appeared into the house, and he said that previous month his horse was stolen. So that means this person, Murad, he was keeping his horse for half a month, and Aram was not knowing this very thing. So when he appeared, John Bravo, at that very time he had an interaction with Uncle Khusro, and Uncle Khusro at that very time told him to keep mum, because he was just trying to tell them that these people have stolen, but actually he was not found in the house. Now, Aram informed about this very incident, about presence of Bairo into the house of these Gargolian people, and Murad was informed. Murad came over there, but there was no meeting. Now, what happened after 2 weeks? Accidentally, there was a meeting of boys as they were coming back with the horse. With Bairo was there, and Bairo claimed his horse, but believed Murad as he assured it was his animal. Bairo, just counting the teeth and everything, he said that it is my horse. But when Murad assured him that no, it was his animal, this Bairo can't go against him because they were known for the honesty, and he thought that these boys can't steal. The two boys next morning went and put the horse in the vineyard of Bairo. Now what happened over here, as they were about to be caught, what they did next day, they went over there into the house of Bairo and left the horse into the vineyard. And that afternoon, Jan Bairo came that way from the Aram's house in a carriage drawn by the same horse, and he was thankful to God that he recovered his horse, and he was also thankful to God because this horse was a kind of an animal who used to be very harsh at first, but now he was a calm animal. His behavior was calm because he has gained freedom for a time being, and he was now calm, and he was now dedicated to his work. This is the story. What is there in this chapter? Now, what is the critical appreciation? What the writer wants to tell us through this very story? The white horse here symbolizes beauty, freedom, wealth. Look, beauty, freedom, and wealth. All things that Murad and his cousin Aram did not have. Look, here, beauty. As you all know, that white horse, it seems to be beautiful. Freedom. Why? Because this horse, he was being taken by Aram and Murad, he used to go anywhere where he wants to. It symbolizes freedom over here. And wealth means because the horse belongs to a family which is wealthy, or we can say it is the people who usually are wealthy, they keep the horses. So in earlier times, we can say when there was no car, right now if a person is wealthy, he keeps a car, and at that very time it were the people who were wealthy, they used to keep the horses. So it symbolizes wealth over there as well. So the three things which this horse symbolizes was not with these people because they were poor, and beauty, we can't say the beauty because beauty here does not only symbolize the physical beauty but the beauty at heart, because these people, they have stolen, so there was no kind of a beauty in the heart of these two boys. So freedom, they were not free as well, and they were not wealthy. They let the horse run as long as it felt like running, demonstrating the freedom that their boys want to feel as well. So they let this very horse to go anywhere. They let this very horse to ride them anywhere, to take them anywhere. And this symbolizes the freedom which they want in their family as well, because they were just always bothered about their freedom. They were always, their freedom was curtailed. So now what happens over here, freedom is given to this very horse, and it symbolizes, it here shows us the freedom these two boys want from their family as well. One of the themes in the story is honor. Although they were poor, they had pride and morals. Look, the theme which usually has focus over here is honor of the family. So this family was known, and they took pride in being known as the honest persons, and their morals were very good. But sometimes what happens, there are people who just bring disgrace to the honored family, and this was kind of an act which could have changed that honor or pride of the family. So the theme here is of honor. The two boys returned the horse because they were not afraid. They were not afraid. They were not afraid, but their conscience pricked them, as Bairo recognized his house but refused to believe that Murad and Aram had stolen them. Look what happened. Earlier, I just came across a story where a student just meets his teacher after a long period of time, and he tells him that how once an act of a teacher changed this boy completely. He narrated a story. He said that, sir, once I stole the watch of my friend, and what happened at that very time when it was brought to your notice, you just told us to just close your eyes, because I was so scared. So everyone was asked to close their eyes, and you searched the pocket, and you never revealed my name. And the teacher at that very time answered that I don't really know, because I myself shut my eyes at that very time while I was searching. I told everybody to shut their eyes, and I shut my eyes at that very time as well. So that's why I was not knowing. So this is the thing which we need to inculcate. And if we found anybody guilty of anything, we should just hide his guilt so that he can recover. It's not that we'll hide his crime if he has done any crime. No, we will hide his guilt, a little guilt, so that he will not get indulged in it. He should get a lesson from that very thing. So same was the case over here. These two boys, their conscience pricked, because Baero, though he recognized his horse, but he refused to believe, because he thought that these two boys, they are from a good family and they can't steal it. The irony lies in the fact that Murad, a member of locally renowned family, steals. So now what happens? What irony is here, that a family which is very renowned, the boy of that very family steals. He never takes care of his name of his family. It could have ruined the name of or pride of the family. So it's a kind of an irony over here. At last, it's inevitability of change that challenges traditions and long establishment beliefs. The older people were upholding their trademark of honesty, but the new ones are no more ready to pretend. So what happens after for a timing? What happens? That mostly our older people, they take pride in preserving their family name, but right now the new generation, they are not concerned about this very thing. They just want everything. They just want it by hook or crook. So what thing lacks in the present generation is that we should just focus that what our older people, what our ancestors had preserved, the name or the fame of this family, we should preserve that as well. We should preserve, because it takes a lot of time to gain that title of honesty, or we can say honor, but it takes a less than a second to lose that very honor. And it is always that our fathers and our grandfathers are worried about this very thing. So we should not let them worry. We should feel that we should take pride in preserving the name of our family, and that's the thing which at last I want to say to you. So that was all in this very video. Hope you liked it. Thank you very much.